Modern life has made comfort the default setting. You can adjust the temperature with a tap, summon food with an app, avoid physical exertion with machines. Your entertainment is endless. Your distractions are immediate. Comfort is so ubiquitous that discomfort feels like an error to be corrected, not a signal to be heeded. Yet, there is a persistent malaise beneath the cozy blanket. You sense that your resilience has diminished, that your joys are muted, that your growth has stalled. The little aches you avoid become chronic. The conflicts you dodge become resentments. The challenges you circumvent become regrets. The message you've absorbed is that pain is bad and pleasure is good. But what if your aversion to pain and your addiction to comfort are the very things eroding your vitality? What if embracing pain and rejecting pleasure, at least some of the time, is exactly what your spirit needs? You remember as a child when playing outside meant scraped knees and bruised shins. You fell, cried, got up, and ran again. Pain was a teacher then, not a threat. It taught you where to place your feet, how to balance, when to rest. As you aged, your environment changed. Cushions thickened, shoes padded, roads paved smooth. Physical challenges were replaced with virtual ones. Emotional discomfort was medicated or muted. Each time you felt sad, you scrolled. Each time you felt anxious, you ate. Each time you felt bored, you binged. Pleasure was always one click away. Slowly, your tolerance for discomfort shrank. The gym became intimidating. Honest conversations became daunting. Trying new things became risky. Comfort promised safety, but it delivered stagnation. Pain has become conflated with harm. There is harmful pain, abuse, injury that should be avoided. But there is also constructive pain, the burning in muscles that signals growth, the heartache that reveals depth of love, the frustration that precedes learning. Comfort has become conflated with happiness. There is harmless pleasure, a warm bath, a hug. But there is also numbing pleasure, the endless scroll, the third drink, the constant snacking that dulls your senses. When you avoid all pain and chase all pleasure, you live a shallow spectrum. Your highs are mild, your lows are avoided, your life flatlines. People who train in cold water report feeling more alive, not because cold is pleasant, but because it wakes up their systems. Those who choose fasting not as punishment, but as discipline find clarity. Choosing to endure discomfort voluntarily can expand your capacity to withstand involuntary pain. It turns pain from a foe into a tool. Consider the metaphor of muscles. If you never challenge them, they atrophy. The first time you lift a weight, your muscles protest. It hurts. If you stop, you remain weak. If you persist, the pain diminishes, replaced by strength. Emotional muscles function similarly. The first honest conversation with a friend is awkward. You want to retreat. If you avoid it, the relationship stagnates. If you persist, vulnerability becomes easier. Pain is the bridge to growth, not an obstacle. Pleasure, when pursued without intention, becomes a trap. It offers temporary relief without resolving underlying issues. Eating sugar when sad might provide a momentary hit of dopamine, but the sadness remains. Turning off notifications and sitting with the discomfort of boredom may lead to creativity. The pain of abstaining births something new. There is an ancient practice of voluntary hardship. Monks meditate in caves. Athletes push through exhaustion. Artists bleed on canvas. This isn't masochism. It is a recognition that greatness often emerges from discomfort. Comfort zones shrink your world to what you already know. Stepping into discomfort expands it. The first step into cold water shocks you. The second feels manageable. Soon it invigorates you. You could start small. Take a cold shower. Walk instead of driving. Say no to a sweet craving. Sit through anxiety without distraction. Each act of embracing discomfort builds resilience. You learn that pain has edges and ends. You learn that you can survive and even thrive through it. Pleasure, when earned after effort, is richer. The meal tastes better after a long hike. The rest is sweeter after a day of labor. Rejecting pleasure doesn't mean rejecting joy. It means rejecting the mindless pursuit of comfort that dulls your senses. It means examining why you reach for your phone the moment you feel a whisper of unease. It means questioning if watching a show is relaxing you or numbing you. It means recognizing that some pleasures rob you of more than they give. Eating an entire cake in one sitting brings pleasure, but also lethargy and self-loathing. Sharing a small dessert with a friend brings pleasure and connection. One pleasure narrows, the other deepens. Comfort is destructive when it is default, when you choose it without considering alternatives. Pain, embraced wisely, can heal. Physical therapy hurts, but it restores mobility. Therapy sessions can be emotionally painful, but they unravel knots. The pain of letting go of a toxic relationship frees you to love better. Each time you choose discomfort consciously, you reclaim agency. You learn that you are not at the mercy of your cravings or fears. You become the architect of your life, rather than its passive occupant. There is pleasure in this agency, a deeper, more enduring pleasure than any snack or binge can provide. Over time, your relationship with pain and pleasure transforms. Pain becomes less threatening. You see it as a signal, a teacher. Pleasure becomes less tempting in its empty forms. You savor simple pleasures, sunlight on your face, a stretch in the morning, more profoundly because they are not drowned by constant stimulation. Comfort no longer destroys you because you no longer depend on it to avoid life. You have embraced a wider spectrum of experiences. The world seems richer, not because it changed, but because you did. There will still be days when comfort calls seductively. There will still be times when pain seems pointless. On those days, remember that comfort, left unchecked, can be a slow poison. Remember that pain, met with presence, can be a catalyst. You do not have to reject every pleasure or seek pain for pain's sake. You only need to notice your patterns and choose deliberately. If you're always warm, let yourself shiver sometimes. If you're always entertained, let yourself be bored. If you're always in control, let yourself be challenged. Comfort has been destroying you quietly. Pain, embraced wisely, might just be saving you.